Which brings up the scary thought, how long ago did you become who you are? What's up, family? Welcome back to the Stop Sinking Show, where we go from struggle to flow. There are very few people who you will talk to who have claimed that they have achieved what they want or be content and be happy with where they are today. Unless you are highly successful and in a comfortable season, completely resigned from wanting more, or a Buddhist monk who is free from all desires, you are probably in the opposite camp. Everyone else shares this insatiability of our nature. Most of us are never really happy. We always want more of everything. However, while most people have desire, very few have ambition. We all want a lot of things. But out of those majority of people who are discontent, who want more, very few people actually charge after it and go get it. And the reason for that is probably split between different crowds too. Some don't believe that they can have it or are worth it. They aren't special enough or privileged enough like the rest, they think. Others believe they can have it and deserve it, but think it will come to them without work, like a lottery or something they can manifest. And if I had to think of another group of people who have the desire but don't go after it, are the crowd of people who become rigid in their pursuit. They think they are going after it. They think they are actually going after what it is that they want, maybe even diligently and laboriously, but they don't ever look up from their out of touch over-involvement in their delusion and notice that the world around them operates differently than they think it does. And sadly, I have less sympathy for this crowd than I do for the other ones, because this comes from the rigidity of the ideas of your ego. And it's less innocent, or for me, worth feeling sorry for. You are literally choosing blindness while thinking you're moving forward. This group gets into more trouble than the rest because at least the rest stay safe in their little cubby holes, either not thinking anything will happen or trying to manifest everything while sitting in one place and taking no action. I don't know why, but while I feel sorry for this crowd, I can't find any bit of feeling sorry for the third group, because this group thinks they are doing the right things. And in some ways, I can credit that. At least they are taking action, and any action is better than no action. But if you are really committed and ready to play in the arena, then you have to really play and open yourself up fully. You have to be open to the two-way traffic. You have to take into account what you receive back from the world and adjust your actions accordingly. Fine-tune your approach, which might require you to change the way you operate completely. And again, we choose to keep ourselves in the prison of our own making, rigid in our own ways of being, not even aware of it, and dare if someone points it out, how you are holding yourself back, how your approach needs rethinking and readjusting. You reject and reaffirm your way of being even more when someone points this out to you, hugging tighter to your chains. You identify with your pains. Who are you without them? Even if there is another part of you that is screaming out to be unbounded, you confine yourself to what you know and have practiced. Because going back to the drawing board, even on the smallest parts of you, seems way too painful. The thing is, deep down inside, We all know we are destined for something. God did not create you to live an ordinary life or to not see the maximized versions of your uniquely endowed gifts. He has given us everything we need already to make the most of them, all the resources available. Even the ones you don't see or recognize on the surface are resources available. There's a part of you that does see, and sometimes that highest part of you leads. It comes out, seeps out. It emotes a strong sensation so that you are reminded of your glory, your power, but you dampen it with your humanness, your need to be sure, your need for control, your commitment to what already exists. And that dampening protects you from having to face the magnificence of your being, the blinding light that you carry, that you are. You dim it to be able to stand yourself so others can stand you. And as you deliberately ignore that greater part of you, the unbounded, unchained gift from glory part of you, you entangle yourself in a web of misery as you diminish your power and stoke the fire of pain. If you want to see someone in real pain, watch someone who knows who he is and defaults on it regularly. You might not feel much sharp discomfort, any acute pain, but you will live with this dull ache, this lump in the back of your throat, this weight on your breath that sits on the capacity of your lungs, on your chest, never fully living, always feeling like you aren't where you are supposed to be. This is the knowing, the part of you that knows what you are, what you were made for. And no matter what coddling you allow from the parts of you that seek comfort and contentment, the part of you that knows you are not all you can be will not let you live, no matter how much you try to drown it in drugs or distraction. Now, the thought does come to mind. Are we doing this on purpose? Are we actually conscious? Because if it is not, then can I hold you to the same regard, which follows a thought that says, it is on us to make it conscious. Because you can just stop at the thought the person is not conscious of their decisions, so they don't even know the freedom they do not have or the chains they are holding on to. You can just stop there and accept it that it is not consciousness. Because if it isn't even conscious, you are not aware. If you are not aware of your own awareness, is it not still awareness? The lack of awareness, it takes away your awareness of the awareness. The awareness never leaves you. You just forget that you have the awareness. You forget that you have the freedom. This is where the rigidity sets in. It is not even recognized as rigidity by you. It's just experienced as your reality, unaware of the binds that you are in. But that does not make you any less eligible for freedom, any less eligible for change. The potential is there. You forget it because you have foregone the freedom for the deterministic outcomes of your earlier choices, which are not deterministic, which brings up the scary thought, how long ago did you become who you are? How long until you see it? The drama that you have trapped yourself into is all of your making. Any day I don't feel good, I can make bad things worse, make bad feelings worse. I can say to myself, I don't feel like doing anything and give myself the space to not do it. But it just ends up being more brooding, an ineffective strategy. All you're doing is nursing the source of your pain. You're incubating the seed of your own destruction, watering your own decay. The only time I've been able to feel good again, the quickest way to do it is to tell myself a different but true story and tell it in a forward lean, into action, into the very thing I am avoiding, that I wish to have perfect time and mental space for to address. The quickest way to feel good again is to make some progress on something in that direction. The quickest way to continue feeling bad is to continue just thinking about it. Action stops all feelings. For years after living in a cage, a lion no longer believes it is a lion. A man no longer believes he is a man. If you tie a baby elephant to a wooden post when it is too small to break free, by the time he grows and is strong enough to break free, he does not even try. He has learned helplessness, all vitality vacated, lost in spirit, still inside of you, but shrouded by your choices, the blindness of your beliefs. You are choosing your own confinement. You have the keys. Anytime you want, this prison no longer has to be your home. I love you, family. Stay true always. I see you on the next show.